is day 7 of your core stretch, and I really wanted to save the best till last. This is trying to stretch into your spine. It's one of my favourite areas to stretch. Certainly one of the most areas that people lack with flexibility. So let's try and increase the articulation and movement in the spine. So firstly, let's lay back. You're going to try and come into a bridge. So I want you to tuck your pelvis under, press your lower back into the floor, and then gently release. So it's a minute movement here first. And the reason that we're putting this little movement in is just so we can loosen the SI joint before we do the big movement. Just want you to check the position of your feet. Heels are in line with your sit bones. Knees stay narrow. Alright, let's try and lift the hips now. So you're tucking the pelvis under, feeling the hips up. Take a big breath in at the top and then roll back down. Same again, tuck the pelvis under and lift. Peel each vertebrae one by one. Okay, one more. Good, pull the knees into the chest. Roll around a little bit through the back. And then slide the hands underneath the thigh. Come on. So I want you to try this Pilates move. It's called rolling like a ball. Draw the shoulders back and down. Tuck the pelvis underneath, tucking your chin. I want you to roll back. And then come up and balance. So just like you used to do when you was a kid. I always used to do this when I was a kid. Sit and watch telly. Randomly roll back. Now if you find it easy, you can take your hands down towards your heels so that you're staying tighter in this ball. It's a little bit harder if you stay screwed up a bit more. So you'll notice that my spine is completely curved. I'm not rolling back onto my neck, my chin is in. I'm rolling onto the middle of my back. One more. Okay, feet can stay down. We're going to try the roll over. So from here, hands are on the floor. I want you to bring the feet up off the floor. Exhale. Try and take the feet over your head. Very light, touch the floor, and then curl the spine back down onto the floor. Tabletop, and go again. That's a little bit easier to breathe if your feet are about the width of your shoulder. There's a breath out here, you need to breathe out so that your lungs remove the air before you squash them. 2 more. All the time my head is staying on the floor. I'm using my corners to control, got a little bit of pressure on my hands. Last one. Good, and we'll just release. And let's lift to seated because I want to do one more stretch through the spine and also through the core muscles into the waist. So your hands are just going to come onto your lower back, show you from the side. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, elevating through the chest. And can you curve your toes underneath for this section? And from there, squeeze glutes, press the hips forward, and you're trying to reach back towards your foot. So your right hand to right foot. Lift the left arm up, and stretching up, pressing the hips forward. Exhale, release, come to centre, and now tucking the chin and roll the spine forward. Can you get your head to the floor? And then gently reset. Okay, let's go the other way. So you're lifting the arm up, pull the toes under. And then tucking the chin roll, you're trying to get your head all the way to the floor. Roll, tucking the chin. And our option is to keep your toes curled under for this stretch with both arms. Now if you find that you're loose through the back and you can lay your feet down, try it. It is slightly more challenging. Squeeze the bum cheeks, do this. One more breath in. And exhale, let the hips sit back. Okay, you're moving forward now. Box position, curl the toes underneath. Lift the hips and now try and press your belly to thigh. So you're stretching into your back, slightly into your hamstrings. Draw the shoulders down. To deepen the stretch, try and get your tailbone higher. Press your belly more to your thigh. I love this. This is a downward facing dog. Just going to make sure that the mat you're on, the floor you're on, isn't going to slip. Try and drop the heels. Take another breath in. Exhale, release. Well done. I hope you like the sequences of movements. Feel free to go back and repeat them.